The reason for making this video is a selfish one, mainly because I stopped playing the JP server, but before leaving, might as well use this opportunity to make a video about it. So, as most people know, Octopath COTC has many servers, and most of them are on a different time and isn't on sync together. Usually the big one are JP, CN, and GLEN, and they all have a different time server and schedule release of content and stuff. JP is the one that is the default one, the first one, and it's also the one that has the most content, mainly because it's the first server, and it has like all the content that will eventually come to the other server. However, this server is also the server with the most troublesome experience, I would say. Most of the problem, I can classify them into three different categories. One is that it's the software problem, 2 is the economy problem, and 3 is the content problem. First is the software problem. There's 2 problems mainly to this. The first one is a smaller one, is that the Octopath JP version cannot be run on an emulators. This game doesn't have a PC version, so you want to play this on PC, you have to use an emulator, and there's also no Google Play version, so you have to use an emulator. However, if you use an emulator like BlueStack or some other emulators, this game doesn't work at all. When you open the game, you might get to the main menu, and then when you go in, and then it just crashes, just close. It's like, only this version of this game doesn't work on the emulator. I don't play the other server, but the global version of this game works on the BlueStack emulator just fine. The next problem is the JP server, out of all the server, is the one with the worst graphic. Mainly because the C version or the global version that they merged C in the end, the global version and the CN version, they both, and might be some other server, I do not know about the other server, they both have introduced the 60 FPS mechanic, mainly because they are under a different publisher, which is NetEase. And so because they are under a different publisher, they also got the ability to introduce 60 FPS and also high quality graphic, like when you boost max the thing and the camera slightly move a bit. So that type of thing never exists in JP. In JP, the game is at 30 FPS and the graphic is bad and it's also laggy. Okay, maybe not the graphic is fine, it's not like pretty as the global version. However, the lagging is bad though, especially in Celestia. Like, I tried streaming the whole AoE fight in JP when it came out, and it's lagging so much, gosh darn it, like why does it lag this much? Even when I had to do like the final boss and stuff, I had to turn down the graphic to the lowest minimum, and it still lagged a bit, like it's really bad. Then again, this also might be a software issue because I do saw some JP video and they work fine in the newest battle. So maybe it's because like my phone isn't like that high quality up there recently these days. However, I guess like the game, maybe like unless on like the newest graphic phone or something, the game will lag at some part in the game in the JP version. Next is the economy problems. Economy in JP is bad. I haven't played much since the transfer to NetEase yet because I've been mostly playing JP. However, I do notice that in the global server, all type of banner, regardless whether they are limited, seasonal, or collab, they are all stuck to 150 pity. In JP, beside the standard banner, the memory, Ostera, and Celestia character, all character banners otherwise cost 200. Collab banner costs 200, seasonal banner costs 200, and the newest banner type they just introduced is 200, and which is the one I also dislike the most. The new Sacred Heart banner type is introduced for a new story type, I think, but unlike Celestia memory and Ostera memory, this one is treated like a seasonal banner where the pity is 200 and you cannot pity for best character. This is like the worst type of banner. Imagine like it worked like the seasonal and villain banner, and it feels unfair because every story arc we're going on, the banner types getting worse. Memory Ostera is the best one because you can pity for past character, but they removed that in Celestia, and then they're now making the pity 200 here too, so Next is the lack of valuable stuff to buy. In JP, there's a very much severe lack of severe value pack compared to Global. Another Global has quite a few packs where they also sell the Awakening Stone with them along with the rubies, and that's a really good deal. But along with that, they're also missing like a lot of stuff that the global version have. Mainly, I can give a few examples. The pass that we have here, the only pass we have here in JP is this 98 rubies pass that does everything that the global server pass does, except in this one, it costs 98 rupees. However, in the global version, that pass costs money around like $7, $8, but it also gives you pay rupees each day. So maybe that the price of the pack, one in pay rupees, one in real money, might be around the same value, but it's lacking that one part. It's lacking the rupees you get every day from the pass. On top of that, JP doesn't have the Explorer Pass or the Pioneer Pass. These two are the pass that give you rupees every day, and the bigger pass, the Explorer Pass, give you 2,000 gems, Awakening Shot I mean, upon purchase. JP doesn't have either of them, and also including the rest stop. The rest stop where you get free rupees on when you complete the story, and it's also a paid version. That paid version of the rest stop, it doesn't, actually no, the entire rest stop does not exist in JP at all. So therefore, in JP, there's only one option for you to buy valuable stuff. Either you wait for anniversary, which the anniversary rupees isn't even that high, or you go to the web shop. I heard that the web shop also has like some nice offer and discount. However, the value of the web shop or the anniversary combined total isn't as good as just buying like a monthly pass in the global version, so... This is 1 day after recording everything. However, today I opened up the app and it's Partisan Serafina update, and along with that they also introduced a new shop discount where for the price of 50 pay rupees you get 6,000 gems. They introduced like this whole new thing called caravan markets, and all of these are value deals. And you can get most of these for a very cheap price too, even though it's pay rupees. So yeah, it's another point that the economy here is much better than the economy in JP. And onto our last category of problem is the lack of content issue, which this one is the biggest one here, is that we don't get the other characters buff that other server get. So CN and Global, they both get buff like from older character who might have performed bad in JP might get buff in the global server. We never got any type least buff in JP. They never implement any of them. So because we never get buff from the other server, character like Roland and Kennedy, which is a good character in the global server, they never get to be as good as they were in the JP version. So therefore, it kind of sucks that your character kind of being stuck as where they are. Next is there is no compendium in the JP server. Do you know like there's this compendium thing in the global server where they actually let you read all the character and see the kits and like stuff and see like the art, etc. so that you don't have to wait for the character rerun to actually see what they do? Well, we don't have that in JP server at all. I also heard that there's also like a weapon compendium in CN, so hopefully it might come to the global server one day. But I am very sad. This is the one I'm sad the most because you get to see like the character you collected and all the art and most stuff, but you don't get to see that at all in the JP version because the feature does not exist at all. This one I don't know much because I wasn't participating that much in this anniversary. However, in the previous global anniversary, Happy Anniversary, there was this event where it looked fun. There's like UI for it, they make special graphic for it, and you do stuff and you get rewards every day to celebrate the second half, or the 0.5 anniversary of the game. We don't have that in JP at all. Like, I don't even know exactly what the event does, but from what I've seen, it's like you do for people's tasks and there's like this data with August and stuff. I kind of wish we got that in JP, but we don't, so... Oh, and also this also has a bit of a problem with the economy issue of this game, is that since this event give out free stuff and free rubies, it just automatically make it so that the economy and the rubies you get in the global server is better than the JP server. It's not just like you pay and then you get more valuable stuff here, it's that even if you don't pay, you will just get more rubies compared to just being in a JP version. And finally, this last one is not like the other problem. This one is just a difference between either servers. So, in JP, when you do the EX3 fight, we also have this profile system where you can put like your title upon your name and you can screenshot it. Beating EX3 in JP grant you a special title. So it showed that you actually beat this boss in EX3. In the global server, they don't have that, rather you get rubies instead. This one is an exchange, whether some can say like the rubies is better, or some can say the cosmetics better. So this one's kind of dependent on what you prefer. And that's all I can find. For me, I have been not playing JP at all recently. I've been playing more on the global server. And the 60 FPS improvement and the compendium and the higher quality graphic and everything kind of make it harder to go back to JP, even though JP is 1 year ahead. So for now, I think I just stay with the global server. I won't make JP content anymore. However, I will still make the top 3 unit per job video I do every half anniversary, because I still pay attention to the JP meta and stuff. So I won't stop making that because I stopped playing JP. I will still make that and still very much pay attention to the JP meta, even though I don't play much JP anymore. If you are someone who wants faster content and don't mind any other problem I listed above, then I guess it's fine to play JP. However, otherwise, global server is much better, so it's fine you have to wait years for the content. And that is all for now. Bye bye!